Preparing live stream. Find my, okay. Says we are live.
Okay, let me check.
Preparing live. Whoops, turn my volume off. Whoops. Okay.
There it is. Smash your crafty stash.
Yes, smash party.
Okay. Okay, well, have fun. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Well, guess who my mystery guest is?
Where are you, mystery guest? They're gonna come through that door any minute. Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hi, Cheryl and Diane and Genevieve and Susan and Kelly and Lisa. Hello. Hello, hello.
Cheryl
Welcome.
Hutchinson and Cheryl Dean. Hi,
Nice.
Meg. Hi, Marva. Hi, Becky. Stacy and
Stacey.
Shell are moderating today. Keep us in line. I don't know if they can manage that.
Yeah. Hi, Barb. Happy Friday to you, Barb. I'll make sure that my iPad is connecting here. Says it is. Now,
Thank you, Marva. I am on a special date night tonight.
She's my date tonight. This is our crafty date with you guys. All of you. Hi, Becky. Make sure you put it on live chat. Hi, Meg. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Vicky. Sorry, oh, that's it. It's there. Okay. I didn't recognize the photo. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Gary.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi, Meg. Hello, Leanne.
All right. Live chat. All right. So make sure you have it on live chat, please, please. That way you can keep up with the chat that's happening. Hi, Emily. Well, I'm so glad to see you all jumping on tonight. We're excited to be premiering a new event that I'll be having on my YouTube channel called Smash Your Crafty Stash. Or if you hear me say Smash Party, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight playing around with some things that we might not always pull out of our crafty closets frequently.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Hi, Gloria. Nancy is my first guest, and that's because, you know, Nancy has done a lot to help me with my YouTube channel to help it grow. And we met each other through somebody else's YouTube channel. We were, you know, just like you, commenting on somebody's live YouTube. And we started to realize that we were both from Pennsylvania. And so, hi, Tara. We just started talking to each other on these live chats. And then I started watching her channel. And then she started learning about what I do. And then I started a channel and she would help me. And before you knew it, we were talking on the phone and she was giving me tips on how to do things on YouTube and how to do lives. Hi, T. So I thought it was fitting to ask Nancy to be my first guest on my new show. So thank you, Nancy, for being here for me.
It's like
as always.
Isn't it like our 3-year anniversary? So it really is like a date night. I mean, essentially we broke up with that other YouTube group and made our own YouTube group. So yeah, this is like a match made in heaven. I love you.
Well, I love you too, Nancy. And I'm certainly blessed to be your friend. I appreciate everything that you do. I appreciate everybody in the FSC. And this live and Smash Party, it's part of the FSC too. So, you know, we want you all to talk about it and hype it up, you know, among the other people on the FSC, so we can get a nice turnout. And yeah, Bernie said, surprise, it's Nancy. And we're going to have some giveaways. I will be doing some giveaways from things that I have either brand new or just very gently used. And that is going to come after the live is posted. I'm going to ask you to leave comments, and then I will pick people to be winners from that. Yeah. Well, thanks, Bernie. I appreciate it. That's right. Smash those thumbs up. That's always helpful.
Yes.
Hi, Teresa. How's everybody doing tonight? Did you have any shopping adventures today, or did you just stay home? I stayed home. I didn't go out and shop.
I stood in line at the post office because I needed more postage for the second batch of holiday cards that went out. And I just realized there's $5 left in the PayPal account. So I will be selling some rolls of foil. I just got a new batch in, so I'm going to cut those up and keep an eye on my page, and I'll be selling some foil to put back into the postage fund. So I'll let you guys know when that happens.
Oh, that's great. And I want to, before we get started, post something in my description box, because we have a few people who are also part of the FSC who are soon going to reach 1,000 subscribers on their YouTube stations. So we're very excited because Chow, Stacy, and T are all super close to that number.
I think Chow said less than 50. Stacy needs 77, and Tracy's like 200 some away. So they're all really close to 1,000.
That is wonderful. So we definitely want to encourage you, if you're not subscribed yet to their channels, please do that. And I'm about to link their channels down in my description box so that you can do that at your leisure tonight. And I'm also going to link, in case you didn't know, a little bit about me, and then I'll have Nancy, because there might be some people who don't know what the FSC is, and yes, I will, thank you, who don't know that I have a blog, which I know blogs are kind of a thing of the past in some circles. I will say that there are some circles that are still very active with blogs, and my blog is The Hopeful Crafter, and we both have Instagram. We both have Facebook, and of course we have the Foiling Snobs Club, which I am posting right now, a link to that. And the Foiling Snobs Club, or FSC, is a Facebook group. If you're not a member of that yet, please go head out there and join, because that's where you'll get information about our lives, our videos that post, our giveaways, our card swaps. Oh, speaking of cards, Stacy just mentioned that I think we reached 200 people signed up for a Christmas card from the FSC, and we were able to accommodate that amount. So we're opening it up again. So if you were not able to sign up the first time, you can go ahead and sign up now for a Christmas card. It'll be one Christmas card signed by all of us. So that'll be a first that we're doing that. That's exciting.
You got to join the Foiling Snobs Club on Facebook to get the sign-up sheet. So if you don't have Facebook, I'm sorry, but that was the easiest way we could do it, with the Google sign-up sheet. So you go on to Foiling Snobs Club, go into announcements. There will be a sign-up sheet. You log in and you sign up, and you will get a card, and it'll have all 4 of our signatures inside of it.
Awesome. I did put in the description box the PayPal, so we certainly appreciate that. And that is for, as Nancy said, the postage, which continues to go up in price, by the way. If you haven't tried to send a package lately, let me guarantee you it's more expensive now than it was, a couple months ago. So to send out prizes, Nancy helps all of us. When the PayPal donations come through, she will ask any of us if we need some money for postage, and that helps all of us. So please use that link where it says PayPal. That's your link to make that contribution. And we really appreciate that a lot. That really helps a lot.
Melissa asked, making the FSC card swap theme for next year anytime soon? Melissa, it will probably be the same as it is this year. I don't anticipate that we're going to change very much of it. So if you're looking for the theme, I think the themes that we've been using have been pretty good. The December card swap sign up will go up December 1st. So if you are looking for the regular card swap in which you send out about 5 cards, 4 or 5 cards, that will go up December 1st. So the Christmas card that you're getting from the FSC design team members is not part of the card swap. We do not ask for a card in return. If you want to do the regular card swap where you send out 4 or 5 cards, they can all be different. They can all be the same. You don't have to foil them. You don't have to send a return envelope. That will go up December 1st. And so the sign up is every month you think that you would like to do it. We ask that all of your cards are mailed by the 20th. And if you don't get your cards by the end of the month from somebody in your swap group, please email us and let us know so we can find out what's going on. We've had a couple of people that have signed up, never sent their cards out, never notified us. We've had people where life has gotten in the way, where they ended up, with a death in the family or hospitalization or just stuff happened. We know life happens, and then we jump in and we help them get their swaps out. So it's for fun. We love getting the cards. I got 3 more cards today, which is always fun when you get that happy mail. But it's fun to get to know all of the people in the group as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tara said she's feeling a little under the weather. Someone said they want to get something, and there was an altercation over a parking spot, so they turned around and went home today.
Oh no!
And someone said they went out and got a tree. So not too many people that are here went out Black Friday shopping. I think it's a trend that is getting
dying. Yeah,
it's not happening as much as it used to.
Mm-mm.
Well, if you look at the sales, they all started earlier this week. Even with these stamp companies, you didn't have to even wait till Black Friday. The sales started earlier this week. For a lot of them, not all of them, but
yes,
I bought some stuff from Tailored Expressions, and that was the only thing that I did with Black Friday because they were having a sale. I had some things that I wanted from there, just a couple things. That's it. Somebody said they knew you were going to be my first guest. Well, yes, because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Nancy.
I think I let it slip this week, and I was trying not to, but Chow said I said something yesterday and it slipped, and I really tried not to let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, hi Carla. Hey Sheila.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the hype of Black Friday, getting up at 3 a.m. I did it once, and yeah, it was exciting. I don't know that I got a good deal, but I don't generally like being in public with a lot of people as it is. So when we went into lockdown, that was like heaven for me. I was like in my zone. I don't like standing in lines. I think that I will pay a couple extra dollars online to have it shipped to me instead of having to go somewhere. Like who said that? Fighting for a parking spot, waiting in line. People are rude. The employees don't want to be there. They're being hassled by customers. And so I think, a lot of stores started a week early. It was like Black Friday week. They are giving you the same prices, whether you store or went online. Most of them had free shipping. So I think, honestly, the whole Black Friday on Black Friday trend, I think it needed to go away. I think it's safer. And for everybody's sanity, this way is way better. Yeah, I agree. Somebody asked how to get our mailing addresses. So I'm going to put foilingsnobsclub@gmail down in the description box. So we have a shared email account. It's called foilingsnobsclub@gmail.com. If you email to that, we can send you our personal mailing addresses. What was that? I don't know. Uh-oh. Somebody sent me a card with coal in it today, and I don't know how to take that, you guys.
Ooh, let's see it.
You want to see it?
You got coal?
I got coal. I have 5 little Happy Mail cards. Can I show those?
Yeah, go ahead. I have 1. So Nancy's more popular than me, so she's got 5 to my 1.
Not true. Mine are card swap cards. All right. So Sandy Visker, I think I saw Sandy on here. Sandy did this awesome hot foiling with a die. That's a die that she hot foiled. It's not, it's a background die. It's not a hot foil. And then this Merry Christmas, she cut out of this really cool glitter paper. And then just a really fun die cutting. She put some sparkle in there. So Sandy, thank you. That is gorgeous. And then Carol, beautiful with the embossing folder and then the die cut ornament.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yes, I love these. The inspiration behind these is just so pretty. I have a funny story to tell you about the one here. Hold on. Then this one is from Miss Tasha.
Oh, I got one from Tasha.
Is it the same?
That's the one
really
I got.
Cute.
It's very
really
pretty.
Cute. It's a die, and then she die cut the little berries, and the little bow is out of shimmer paper. Very beautiful. Yeah. I love that. And then I got a
Thank
real
you, Tasha.
big one here. Yes.
Tasha, thank you. You're the only person who sent me a card. Hint, hint, hint.
And then I think this is Diana.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So she did the embossing folder with the glaze on top. This is hot foiled. And then this is, I think she heat embossed it and then colored it with like some shimmer pen. So a lot of attention to detail there. And she sent me a whole bunch of Merry Christmas cutouts, which I love. I'm going to put those in my little die cutting box there. And then I have two funny ones to show you here. So as you guys know, I took Nana, Leah's grandmother, out to Longwood Gardens on Tuesday. And today I got a thank you note. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute, right? Well, it's one of mine. It's one of the ones I made her for. Remember, I told you guys I make her cards as a gift every year. Well, this is one of the ones that I made her, and she wrote me a little thank you note for sending her to the gardens. And I was like, wow. And then I'm like, did she buy this? Oh, it's one of mine.
That was really sweet.
And then Cheryl.
Looks like you had a nice trip, by the way.
It was beautiful. And you and I will go next year.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
I want to go in the summer, spring too.
Cheryl sent me this card, which is a nice little stocking. And then it says pool. And there's a lump of coal.
I love it. That's awesome.
Inside it says, looks like someone has been naughty.
That's perfect. She's also very sneaky. She makes these sneaky cards with squirrels on them and puts them in the Mod Squad challenge. I'm like, what?
So thank you, Cheryl. So those are my little happy mails today. So thank you guys. I always appreciate them.
Oh, great. That's super nice. Beautiful cards, everyone. Good job. Gloria says she hasn't sent hers yet, so I'll be getting one from Gloria. All right. Well, we've got 47 people watching, so we'll go ahead and get started. We can go to camera down. And I showed you my cards from Tasha.
We've gotten a couple of postage helps to the PayPal, so thank you, everybody. Every little dollar definitely helps.
Definitely, yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. Yep.
Well, are you going to tell us what we're doing before we go hands down? Because I have no idea. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, so I have this little bowl. It's actually just a little bowl, and inside I have little slips of paper that have some various different types of things that you can do to smash your stash. Okay,
sounds like sabotages to me.
No, they're not sabotages. They're not sabotages. There's not a competition. Okay. The idea is to try to do something, especially if you ever get to the point where you're just you look at your craft room and you're like, where do I begin? There's so much here. I don't even know where to begin. This is just to give some ideas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know if what we pull is even going to go together, but we're going to make it work.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll pull like 3 things out of here.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then the other part that I would like to do tonight would be pick from your stash one of your first holiday, Christmas, whatever, stamp sets that you ever used or purchased. Okay. So think back into when you started. Nancy, when did you start use stamps?
October 9 years ago. I was pregnant with Leah and I joined this group of Stampin' Up gals. And 2 of them are still my very close crafty friends. So I know exactly which ones to grab.
Okay, you have them from then. Wow.
Yes.
That's really amazing.
It was like the first like real stamps that I bought, like grown-up stamps that I bought. So yes.
Yeah. Well, back in 2018, I was just doing some like art journaling, Bible journaling. I was using gel press to make prints, and I started watching some YouTube videos, and I still had some of my stuff from my sister who had passed away that I hadn't even gone through yet. So what I did was I actually, one of my first stamp sets that were Christmas was from that stash. So I'm kind of smashing my stash, but I'm also smashing into hers. So it's like a way back vault thing.
That's
so
okay.
I would say that it's like from 2018, I would say.
Okay.
And yeah, I kind of looked them up a little bit earlier today. Some of them are still available. So, but if it's not available, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. So, okay, some of them say, oh gosh, they started 40 years ago. Well, you might not have a stamp set from 40 years ago, but you might have one from 5 years ago that you purchased, but you never really used that much or never really used.
Melanie,
ever.
You're lying. Melanie's like 10 years off. She's like 35. She's lying.
Well, I do have stamp sets that I bought for Christmas that I haven't used yet. So that's what we're looking for tonight, folks. All right.
Your friend's on. Is it Becky? Is it Becky? Your friend Becky? She's on?
Yeah, Becky's on, and so is Sheila. Sheila is some Burke.
Oh, Sheila. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Smash
Becky and Sheila, they're both.
All right, are we ready to go hands down?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Reverse.
Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button.
Make sure that I am in focus. We've got all of our little, I didn't put like hundreds in there, folks. I just picked some, and that's what we're going to go with. Looks like I'm good. Let me just make my phone more even so it's not lopsided. Hi, Star Patrick. All right. So you see this right here, these little slips of paper. Can you hear me, Nancy?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't lose you. Okay. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and just get these all, I guess, spread around and mixed up a little bit. And then I'm going to pick the first one. This is the first one. Colored pencils. How many of you remember the last time you used your colored pencils? It may have been a while. That's what one of ours.
You said these weren't sabotages.
Well, I don't consider colored pencils to be sabotages. I believe it's something that we have in our stash that we might not use that often.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Okay, and now let's pick another one. See if these even go together. Opal polish. I'm not sure how we're going to make that work with colored pencils. Okay. That might be a disaster.
Okay,
that might be a disaster.
I think I can work with this. Okay.
I don't think I can. Let me see here. This one is blank.
Can we bring in other elements?
Look, this is the wild card. It's the wild card.
I think Nancy, it should say embossing. It should say embossing folders then.
There you go. It's a wild card. So Nancy's choice is embossing folders. Is that good enough? 3 things?
Yes. Embossing folders, opal polishes, and color pencils. Okay.
Colored pencils. Boy, I'm so glad we had a wild card in there. That's awesome. No, Laura, I don't know. I was not notified of anything like that happening as far as the sale, but you can use my discount code if you'd like. Okay, so I need to get my stamp set. Looks like you grabbed your stamp set already.
Yeah, I knew these were the ones that were my originals. These are all, I'm sure, way retired, you guys, if you can maybe find them on eBay. But yeah, this one's called Ornament Keepsakes from Stampin' Up. And they're 2 sets, and I just shoved them together into one. And I have dies for that one.
Oh, those
and
are
this
pretty.
one's called Snowflake How do you say that? Sourier?
Yes.
Marry and Believe, and some snowflakes. That one does not have dies. And this one is called Festive Flurry, and it does have dies.
I don't think mine has dies. So I picked out these 3. So this one is from Hero Arts. It's called Color Layering Christmas Tree. It's still available at scrapbook.com. And there's a company called 123 Stitch still available. This one I don't think is available anymore. It's called Wonder and Magic of Christmas. Oh, wait. This one is still available. And this one is also still available. It's called Merry Christmas Messages. So I just picked 3 that were from Hero Arts because they kind of all go together. And you can pick more than one. You can pick out more than one stamp set. I got to get my opal polishes out. So just hold one moment, please, while I do that. Or go ahead and talk to the audience while I do that.
I am going through my embossing folders.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to make some room here on my desk so I can fit everything in.
I pulled out 2 polishes. This one is lavender blue opal polish, and this one is metallic gilding polish in Mediterranean blue. If you don't have opal polish, it's the same as lunar paste. It's the same as Nouveau, mousse, stencil butter. I would consider those all in the same category.
I think they are selling at scrapbook.com, right? Oh, Amazon too.
Craft Stash, scrapbook.com,
Oh,
Amazon.
Craft Stash, okay. All right, I'm going through my embossing folders as well here. I got this one, snowflakes. That's pretty cute. There's a big snowflake. I should probably try to grab a 3D embossing folder because that really would show the texture.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate color pencils.
Uh-huh.
Like,
but doesn't have an ornament you can color?
Loop.
You can color an ornament, right?
I guess. I think I have an idea.
The silence means we're searching our craft room. I am trying to find my new 3D embossing folders that I got. Here they are. The reason I say that is because I know I have a snowflake one that I want to use. But otherwise, I'll use my old ones. Here we go. I like that one. That'll work. Guess I have to get my Gemini Junior out soon. Not at this moment, but okay. Hey, Sandy.
Now, is it okay if I use my watercolor color pencils?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's what I'll do too. Yeah, because I want to color in my images. The problem is my images are kind of layering images and the trees are like silhouette. So that's not going to work. Oh my goodness. What to do? Okay. So you're using the Stampin' Up! Ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have that. This lady that I met from church, she gave me a whole bunch of her Stampin' Up! Stash. And I think the ornaments might have been in there. Is it this one, Nancy? Delicate ornaments?
Oh, I do have that one somewhere too, but that's a good one.
Will that work, you think? I mean, it's kind of black though. I don't know if I can color it in. Shoot. I need something I can actually color.
Well, you could color and stamp those. You could stamp those with your
with my markers.
Well, you can't use markers. You got to use color pencils.
Oh.
I mean, you could,
so
you could maybe stamp them with the Nuvo polish.
With what? With this?
With the Nuvo polish, yeah. If you smear a little on your mat and then try to stamp in, it'll give you like a distressed painted look.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
You have to be really light though. If you're too heavy-handed, it's not going to show up really well.
Oh, who would be heavy-handed? I don't know. Tracy Heavy-Handed Schultz, maybe?
Hey, is use squirrels one of the things in your list there?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just checking for next time.
No. That's a big NO. No. I'm really stumped because I don't know that I'll be able to do that with that polished and colored pencils. Well, I could do a watercolor pencil background. There we go. That's what I'll do. I'm going to get around this somehow. Okay.
Yep. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because it didn't say we had to actually color something in.
It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Just use colored pencils. So, how about distressed crayons? Does that count as a colored pencil?
Not a color pencil. That's a crayon.
Oh, that's a crayon. Okay. All right. Well, let me see where I put those. I'm searching for my watercolor. Here we go. I got my watercolor pencils from Arteza.
Hey, that's what I'm going to use.
Okay, cool.
Don't you have an Arteza link now?
What's that?
Don't you have an Arteza link now?
I do. Yeah, Jim, I'm going to just have to try it and see what happens. You're right. Yes. Tracy sabotaged herself. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Very much so.
You did not. It's fine. She'll be all right.
It happens. Yeah, I guess I could make an impression. I'll probably make a total mess putting that and try to make an impression with that. Heck, I can't even get these bottles open, you guys. My arthritis
2 seconds ahead of you.
Holy cow, I can't get it open. Oh my. We're in trouble now, Nancy. I can't even get the bottles open. I'm in trouble.
Doug went to bed.
I got one bottle open.
You better keep it down. They got to go hunting tomorrow.
Holy cow, I can't open this. Oh, God. Oh, I hate arthritis. Oh my God. Oh, be in the hospital. Okay, I got 2 bottles opened. Jeez. I got 3 bottles open. I never knew these were so hard to open. I got the next one open. Okay.
I put
okay.
What's that?
Well, these 2
I put press and seal in mine.
What?
Press and seal on mine.
You did?
Yeah, so that they would be protected, and it helps so there's no stuff on the sides keeping the lid stuff. Are
you putting a little bit of water on your sponge, or are you just scooping some out?
I'm just scooping it out.
Oh my goodness, sounds messy. Oh yes, thank you, T. Use my silicone mat to open the bottles. That's a great idea. That's exactly what I'll do. Maybe. Oh my goodness. So Lorianne says she's got the same problem. Probably because they don't get used enough. All right. I got a couple more opened. Yay. All right, I guess I got to get a scoop or something.
Says always wipe your ink off towards the glass side, not towards the white craft mat. That way the ink doesn't get under the mat and ruin the stickiness. I don't have a mat on mine. Mine's all glass.
My glass mat is put away. I'm just going to use the silicone like mat right here. I think that'll be all right. I can always throw it in the sink. Okay, we're going to get messy, folks, with some gilding. This is metallic gilding polish.
I think I need to bring in another.
It's called Rich Red. It's brand new, you guys. Oh, that's a pretty color. It's almost like a copper red. Look at that. Oh, do you have this color? Rich Red?
I don't think I have that one.
It's metallic gilding polish. It's different than opal, I guess. It's metallic gilding. All right, stirring it up a little bit and spreading it out tentatively on my mat. And I'm wondering, how's this going to work? I've never done this before.
I did mine with the sponge. You could use a brayer.
You did yours with the sponge.
Yeah, I used the actual sponge and dipped it on the stamp and then stamped it down.
Oh, well, geez. I just made a mess. Okay.
You could use your brayer, like wet that a little bit and then use your brayer.
Oh my gosh.
I'm attempting to reconstitute some dried up Nouveau paste. Yeah, this is
you
probably
still have Nouveau paste in your trash room?
I barely do. This is probably going to go in the trash once we're done here.
Okay. I thought you got rid of all that.
Yeah, the ones that were really dried up. This one is not too far behind.
Okay. Oh, this one doesn't have. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I like this color too. It's very pretty. It's very, I don't know, coppery red. So for those of you that never used this stuff before, don't ask me because I don't know what I'm doing. Ugh, I can't even get the sponge out of the lid. This is awful. Oh, jeez. Okay. So it has a built-in sponge and you want to wet that a little bit. Make it moist. It's always step one. Make that. Yes, moist. Okay. Okay. Got an ornament here. I need to get a stamp acrylic block out and get my ornaments out. Oh yeah, it is tea. It really is. That was the worst thing I could have put in there for tonight, huh? Well, maybe not the worst. When's the last time you used these polishes?
I like the polishes. I use those through stencils a little bit. But the Nouveau Mousse, yeah, I don't get those out anymore. I really don't use them. To me, they're just a big headache. But
it's probably been a whole year since I've used these. A whole year. I'm not kidding.
The gilding polishes I like. I think that those are really pretty.
Okay, here we go. Let's get a little bit on the sponge. Dab it onto the ornament. This is going to look actually pretty. Now that I think about it. Okay.
Yeah, it gives it a very
so I have a piece
kind of distressed look.
Does it? I have a piece of accent opaque cardstock that I'm using. So even though I normally use hammer mill, I thought because this is kind of like a wet medium, I would try something just a little bit substantial. See how it goes. Okay, here we go. Now I have to think about my design. Okay, so I've got 2 Christmas ornaments. So I'm probably going to have them hanging side by side. Put this one here. These are big ornaments, by the way. They're not small at all. Hello, everyone that just joined us. So Nancy, is that a snowflake or a mandala? I can't tell.
It's a snowflake.
It's pretty. You could even make background paper with impressions using this technique. Okay, next we have the rounder one. Well, Gloria, there's a lady that I know from church, and she stopped being in Stampin' Up, and she gave me pretty much everything in her craft room. And a lot of them were these Stampin' Up. That's where I got this from. So I am smashing Michelle's Crafty stash because it's clear she never used it. So if you're watching this, Michelle, this is from your stuff. Hi, Shar. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Love, Venus Love. All right, so it's kind of rustic looking. It's not very crisp. That's how I would describe it. I don't know about you, Nancy, but
yeah, I'm just reading the comments. I wouldn't put hand sanitizer in here because alcohol is in hand sanitizer and that would dry it out. What I have used to re-moisten these products is a little bit of glycerin. But with the gilding polishes, I can tell you guys, I've had these for years. They don't really dry out. The sponge gets crusty and you should clean the sponge, but I'll be honest with you, I've never cleaned any of mine, it's okay. But this stuff has really never dried out. And I only just recently started putting the press and seal on there. But the Nouveau Mousse is something I put on my crafty items I wish I didn't buy list last year because almost all of those have dried out. I did put paste on those to try to save those. You can reconstitute them with some water, as you saw that I did. I scraped some up, made it into a paste and reconstituted it if you want to do that. But I honestly just think, you know, that's kind of a waste. We'll see how the lunar paste and the stencil butters hold up, but I think they're made out of the same kind of consistency as this stuff, so they shouldn't dry out. I also found, even though my Gina K glitter glitz, they were my favorite glitter gels, they have started to dry out. So I put some press and seal on those. So my point is, if you're going to buy these products, you really need to use them in a timely fashion. They pretty much have a 1-year expiration date in my mind. And if you're going to buy them, you should use them. If you're not going to use them, then expect for them to, you know, their shelf life is short. I mean, it's only a year for crafting supplies. We don't expect to say that, but that's true. Now, something I got new from the show, and I don't know if Tracy has any, is the Technique Junkies. Where are they at?
Oh, the eye zinc or whatever.
Yeah.
Ice. No, I'm gonna have to get some of those. I did not get any yet.
So Technique Junkies brought up a good point. Now, I was not interested in these because in my mind, if you're going to use these, I think that you should be able to put them back in the jar. But their whole argument is, you know, you buy the ones in the jar and they dry out. So you only, you know, use a little bit at a time. So I have some glitters and this one's a pearl one. I haven't used these yet, but something that I will be experimenting with on my channel.
Yeah, I think my gold is pretty dried up here. It's like a glitter polish. It's called Glitter Kiss. Pretty dried up. Don't know if I'll be able to use it.
You can spray some water and some glycerin in there and it will come back.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try it. There's another stamp in this stamp set that's, I think the ornament, like the top of the ornament. See how that goes with this gold.
All right, this is not the easiest to clean up.
We have also a leaf. It's like a holly leaf. That might be one I can use my colored pencils on. See how small it is? It's got like little, yeah. That's the plan. Okay. All right. Let's bring our ornaments back down here and try to stamp the little, like the little cap to your ornament, this little cap that goes on top. Yeah, let me get a smaller stamping acrylic block. So I don't know about you guys where you live, but we had snow today. That was cold. And it was... Come on in, Doug.
Hi, Doug. Bye, Doug.
Okay, come here.
She's not allowed to use the decal trimmer. We know, Doug.
Good luck in the morning, okay?
I want some deer jerky, Doug.
That's Jacob. He's going to bed. They're going hunting tomorrow morning, so he needs to get some rest. They're getting up real early. He was just telling me good night.
So I took the Mediterranean gilding polish when we first started, and I spread it all across this piece of paper. So now it's this really pretty blue pearlescent paper. And now I'm going to run this through my Crafter's Companion embossing folder.
I don't know, Bernie. That might be why yours hasn't dried out. If you have special storage pockets or whatever. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't have the decal trimmer on the list, Nancy, since Doug's going to bed early.
I don't think he would have appreciated that.
No. He would have. He's going to be getting up, I think, I don't know, around 5, maybe earlier. Who knows? I will be in bed. So Kay, it is like a paste. It's in a little plastic. It reminds you of baby food. How they package baby food nowadays, like in a little tube. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a little small baggie. Nancy, can you show them the one you have? The eye zinc. The eye zinc.
Oh, yeah. You can get these from Technique Junkies, and Tracy has a Technique Junkies link and discount code. So they're just these little pouches, and they have a little airtight lid here. And you just smear out a little bit of what you want and then put the lid back on. But it's like a paste. It's not like a paint. It's like a paste. And so there's glitter ones. This one's a pearlescent one. This one's called Pearly Luster Paste. Here is a silver glitter. I don't know what the names of these are, you guys. Diamond. 24 carats pink. 24 carats silver. Pearly diamond. 24 carats peach. Although that looks fuchsia, not peach. So I don't know if somebody put the wrong label on that one. But yeah, they're just like paste.
But they're in a little tube, sort of, so they don't dry up like these. Yeah.
Right. So once I've run this through the embossing folder, I'm using thin paper here. I probably should have used thicker paper. I'm going to go back in now with the light blue opal polish. And I'm going to go over my snowflakes. And it's real subtle, but it actually turns them purpley because this opal polish is 2 colors. On light paper, it's blue, and on dark paper, it's purple. And because this paper is now dark, it looks purple. So they're on a dark blue background and they're purple snowflakes.
That's cool.
Really cool. It's real subtle. Let's see if the camera will pick it up.
Oh, that's pretty. That
see how
really
they're
nice.
purple?
Yes. I have this pink, I think it turns gold, right? This pink opal
I think
polish
so,
turns gold.
yes. If you put it on
that
dark
would look pretty
cardstock
with these ornaments. Dark cardstock, did you say?
Yeah, so on white cardstock, it's the same color that it is in the jar. Like here's that same light blue that I used. On white, it's the same color that you see on the jar. But with opal polish, they switch their colors when they're on dark cardstock. And here you can see it turns to purple when it's on dark cardstock.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so I'll go ahead and copy your technique because I don't really know what to do. But I'm going to go ahead and run this pink, what's this one? Pink Flamingo opal polish. Run some of this on top of this black cardstock.
Ooh, yes, it will turn gold then. It'll look really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right, Teresa. We love our purple. Get this sponge nice and wet. And now we have a damp sponge with opal polish. Did you emboss first and then opal polish or the other way?
I put the whole color on the whole thing. Then I embossed it, and then I went in with a second color of opal polish on top of the embossed image.
That's right. Okay, gotcha. This looks really nice.
Look at, now hold that up to the camera and show them the peach color that it is in the jar and the gold that you're getting on your black cardstock. So you get two colors.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, Nancy, I think you were the one who I learned about this polish from. I don't think I remember seeing anybody else using it until I saw you use it. And I immediately wanted to buy the gold and the blue because I think that's the one you were showing. I was like, that is so cool. Okay. So I have this embossing folder. It has just a whole bunch of snowflakes. I don't know if I want to use that one. I think because I'm doing ornaments, I'm going to look for an embossing folder that has like maybe holly and ivy or something like that. Changing my mind here, guys, about which embossing folder to use. Bear with me. Let me see here. Something that has some greenery to it, something that looks like a tree even, but not flowers. Here we go. So I have this one from Tailored Expressions. It's called just Holly. It's called Holly. That's the one I'm going to use. And for those of you who are watching, in the future, I'm going to have a mystery guest on. And, you know, if you're interested in being a mystery guest, you never know. I might be calling on you. Doesn't have to be someone who has a YouTube channel with, you know, 10,000 followers, because this is all about the FSC. And, you know, there might be somebody out there who would like to play along live. And that's something that I'm interested in incorporating in the future. So just keep that in mind. I'm not ready to do that quite yet, but we'll definitely do something like that in the future.
Gloria's asking, what is the lunar paste difference beside the opal effect? Honestly, I think, Gloria, they're about the same texture for me. It's like, and I think it depends on, you know, some of the colors might be a little thicker because certain colors have different micas in them, but this is not like a wax. This is like a paste. This is a little thicker, I think, than the lunar paste, but they're both like a heavy paste, almost like I would say like whipped cream consistency. I think if you let them dry out, they get a little heavier and thicker, but I'll bring in the lunar paste and the stencil butter are very similar. Definitely not like Nouveau Mousse. Nouveau Mousse is very thick. Nouveau Mousse is very, it's not as forgiving as these are. So here's lunar paste.
Okay. So that turned out nice. I like
that looks awesome.
Thank you.
Now, are you going to go over that with the red?
Probably, if I'm brave enough. That's a good idea, Nancy. I'll try that.
So yeah, these are very heavy body pastes. You can do paint techniques with them. And when they dry, they do have a pearlescent. All of these kind of have a pearlescent sheen to them. And then this one is the stencil butter from TCW. And I have the Picket, what's that one called? Picket Fence paper glaze, and it's also the same. So all of these are very, very similar.
Yeah, I don't have a green paste. That would have looked nice to go over with a green, but we'll take the red. That looks pretty.
I think the red on the gold will look nice.
Very antique-ish looking, I think. See that, Nancy?
Yes, I love it. That looks great.
Thanks. Okay.
So I was going to try to stamp with my color pencil, but that's not going to work. So we're going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to bring in my ink on 3 fade out no line coloring.
Okay. I'm just going to grab my Tim Holtz stamping platform.
I stamped out the word believe. Came with the stamp set. And now I'm going to take my color pencil and I'm going to trace it.
Okay. I'm going to stamp these leaves or branches. So these ornaments have to have something to hang on. So we want to do that. And then I'll do a couple of those. And then I'll use my colored pencils to color them in.
Ta-da! And I used color pencils. Hey, I can.
There you go. You did it.
All of the ones I have, Kay, yes, are pearlescent. I don't know.
You're talking about this?
No, she asked if there were any that were matte, but I think all of the ones I have are pearlescent.
Mine are all sparkly or pearlescent, either one.
Yes. Shimmery Goodness is the exact same thing, except it's pearl white. Yep, same stuff.
So you guys, those of you who are watching, if you were challenged to smash your stash with these ingredients, How do you think you would have handled that? Do you think you would have had some ideas on how to incorporate these three different products? Do you have any ideas that we didn't think of?
I sure didn't. Not until we got them out and started looking at them.
Definitely like to hear your ideas. So I'm going to grab my watercolor pencils. I did actually have those out earlier. These are just some simple. These are very nice, actually. They're very graphic. These holly leaves that are in this stamp set, sort of nice looking. I'm glad that I'm doing this because I probably would have never grabbed this set because it's hard, you know, you don't always have time to play with all the things that are in your closets.
And I think we gravitate.
Go ahead.
I think we kind of gravitate towards all the newer stuff because we see, you know, hey, that's what Jennifer McGuire's using. That's what Christina Warner's using. Hey, that's what Tim Holtz is using. Like, we gravitate towards the newer stuff. And then when we get it, we forget. And I know I've had people email me and say, I watched your video. I bought this thing. I don't remember what you did with it in the video. Can you tell me which video it was? You know, so I know people have said that to me. So I've done it. You've done it. So I think it's nice to sometimes just go back and say, okay, I bought this. What am I going to do with it? And I think the Nuvo polishes, even though that I think kind of threw a wrench in to our little ideas tonight, I think that was a perfect example of one of those things that probably everybody has some sort of product similar. Maybe you don't have Nuvo or not the Nuvo polish, the gilding polishes, but maybe you have Nuvo mousse, maybe you have lunar paste, maybe you have shimmering goodness, maybe you have stencil butter. I mean, there's a lot of companies that sell a similar product, and most of the time when we use it, I think you would agree, we use it through stencils. So to see it used tonight on top of embossing folders and on top of stamping, I think that just brings the versatility of, hey, you don't have to use it in the way you thought of using it. You can use it in a different way that maybe you didn't think of or you forgot when you saw it when you bought it.
Yeah, exactly. I just remember when you made that video, you were using the gilding polish or the opal polish on all these different embossing folders, and it was just took my breath away. I was just so excited, and I just had to try it, and I bought a couple colors, and I think I maybe tried it once or twice, and then that was it. I didn't mess with it anymore. Moved on to the next thing, as you said, right? So try to make use of what we have, but I find it's a timing thing, not so much moving on to the next thing. It's just hard to find the time to make all the wonderful things with all the products that we have. But I do have some suggestions for you all. So I was speaking to a couple people. Yes, it's called Cosmic Shimmer. That's right, T. That's what the name of the brand is. People who have said that, I'm not saying it's anybody on the FSC, but just, I don't know, just different crafters have said, like, I make all these cards, but I rarely send them out to anybody. So I just want to encourage you guys to just take some time, maybe, birthday cards, obviously, you have family members, you want to give them birthday cards, but think about the people who might be inspired or encouraged if they get a card from you. And I'm not talking about people who are part of the FSD, although they could be, but maybe they go to your church, or maybe, they're people that that are maybe through work that are experiencing some kind of difficulty and just need like an inspiring or uplifting word. I used to make a list every week on a Monday, like on a Sunday night, I would sit down and make a list of the people I wanted to send cards to. And it might have been maybe someone who lost a family member or, was in the hospital. It was easier before COVID because you were out and about more. You talked to more people, so you kind of got a handle on what was happening with everybody. But that was something that helped me, I think, to actually send cards out to people. So I don't know what your strategies are or how you try to actually share what you create with other people. I'd like to hear from you all with some ideas, not just having the cards, but actually sending the cards.
That's one of the reasons why we started Foiling Snobs Club and we did the card swap, was so that you guys could have, you know, people to share, like their card pen pals. They're people that you can share your cards with and get cards from other folks. And we don't judge on your ability, your skill level, or anything like that. It's just for fun. And if you can do it 1 month, great. And you can't do it the next month, there's no obligation. You sign up every month at the beginning of the month.
Okay. Yep, sending happy mail. That's what I'm talking about. But how to figure out who to send happy mail to. You know, sometimes I find making a list helps me, because then I remember, oh, that's right, I want to send a card to so-and-so this week. And it helps to keep me accountable to myself, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
And even if you don't have anyone to send them to, I keep mine in a box. I don't always put sentiments on mine. I keep them on a box. And sometimes, you know, a moment arises where I need to send someone a card, and I can just go to the box and pull one out. And then at that point, put a sentiment on it. So I just went in with my color pencils and colored the middles of my snowflakes here with the watercolor pencils. And then I went with a water brush and feathered some of that color out. So now I have used the gilding polish, I have used the embossing folder, and I have used color pencils, and I've used my oldest stamp set.
That's good. Trying to
you made that hard. Like, I really had to think through that was harder than Stamp Wars.
Yeah, I think it was hard too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just like, oh, what? Oh, I don't know. How am I gonna do this?
Speaking of Stamp Wars, you guys, just because it's been a busy week for all of us, none of us have had chance to do our follow-up to Stamp Wars videos. And I know you guys are looking forward to that because we do giveaways and we give you guys other ideas. So we're all gonna go live tomorrow night, Saturday night, I think we decided.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow
night, I think we said 8 p.m. again on my channel, and we'll all craft together. We'll do this hangout again. We're all going to craft together, and we'll do our follow-up Stamp Wars all together. And of course, I'll be giving away a Stamp Wars package to somebody live tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice, Sherry. She says people in nursing homes love to get happy mail. That's a good point. I found the dies that go with these, I think. Let me think. Do these go with these? Did I give away the wrong dies?
No, those are the right dies. Those are right. Okay. In fact, I'm missing the little topper thing on mine. I have to go looking for mine.
They cut like a big outline. Looks like, no, right here.
Yep, you got it. There's a little bit of a white space.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Usually Stampin' Up dies are not with any white space, but this is a very old set, I guess. So
yeah, this was before the whole Sizzix thing happened.
Ah, okay. All right, well, I'm going to cut one of these at a time, and then I'll have some ornaments to have on my card. And I have these sprigs, but there's no die for these. So I'll have to fussy cut them, I guess. Oh, Stacy says she'll be doing her giveaway as well.
I feel like this needs to be matted.
I could use my scan and cut too. All right, so we've got one ornament cut out.
8 p.m. Eastern is 5 p.m. Pacific. It's 3 hours difference.
Wow, I can't believe how much white space is around these dies. Doesn't bother me. I'm just not used to it.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Tracy put all the channels down below to Chow, Stacy, T, and of course me. So that way they can get to 1,000, because when they hit 1,000, more giveaways.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, please. So this program, or whatever you want to call it, then I'll do it again next month. My goal is to do it on the last Friday, just so that it makes it easier for me to remember, for one thing. Hopefully that'll help you all to remember too. And it'll be a lot of fun. Grabbing some gold foil for my ornament topper.
Saying they love your background.
Oh, thanks everyone. I'll be there in a second. I'm just cutting out my ornament toppers. Feels like today should be Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I really enjoyed the last couple days off.
Absolutely. I didn't know how to act having a day off. It was fun.
I did. I slept in and told the kids to get out of my face. That's not true. I got up this morning. I made them cinnamon buns this morning, like I said. Went to the post office, stood in line at the post office. Then I started watching this documentary series on, I think it's Hulu, but it's about Von Dutch, the clothing line Von Dutch, which was huge in the late 90s, early 2000s. And whoa, there's a lot of drama behind that one. So I was not aware. I'm sure a lot of people weren't, which is why Hulu, I think, made this documentary about it. And oh my gosh, there's a lot of interesting stuff on there. So
oh wow. Now, is that clothing line still popular?
No, there was murder and thievery and all kinds of bad stuff happened. They call it the cursed clothing line.
So basically you can't get that in the stores anymore.
I don't think so. And I think there's a bad association with it,
Bad juju.
Yeah,
bad juju.
I know. Well, I cut it down, Kay, so that you could see a little bit more of it. I know. I agree with you.
What does she say? I missed it.
I'm covering up my beautiful background.
Yeah.
With the not as beautiful stamped part.
So this does not have a die for the holly leaves. And I need to use this because we're supposed to use colored pencils. So I'm going to cut this out in my Scan and Cut, but it has a lot of open spaces. So what I'm doing is I'm just tracing around the outside of this branch with a pencil, just trying to connect the different sections together so that my Scan and Cut will not cut it into a million different pieces. Those of you who have Scan and Cut, you know what I'm talking about.
They're totally being mean to me. Okay, fine. I won't cover it up, you guys. Jeez.
Uh-oh, are they saying no, Nancy?
Yeah,
don't
cover it up. Well, all right, let me try this again. Maybe we can make something just as pretty. I just don't know how I'm going to do that and incorporate color pencils. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have an idea. She didn't say how I could use the color pencils. Let me see if I can do this. I need a little thicker cards.
No, I was going to make a background with mine, remember? Because I didn't know how to use mine either. All right, we good, everybody? I'm really sorry that I didn't see all your comments going by. It's really difficult when you're watching to be able to watch the comments and do the crafting. So that's why we have our wonderful people helping us tonight. We've got Stacy and T and Chow. So thank you all for your help tonight. Shar saying second card.
Oh, second card. I gotta fix my first card.
If it was Stamp Wars, we'd all have to make a second card, right? Please don't judge me about how dirty my Scan and Cut mat is, because it needs cleaned. It needs cleaned. I do realize that. That's okay. That's why they make painter's tape. Now this is accent opaque, so Scan and Cut blade's going to have to be turned up a little bit to get through this paper. Okay. But so far, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. Not at all what I expected I'd be doing tonight.
We're not letting you cop out, Nance. You got to do better than that. Okay, I hear you guys. I got it.
I thought I'd be doing a Hero Arts die set. What stamp set. Oh, wow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that one tomorrow in my free time.
Not this time, Nance. Not this time. Okay.
My camera too far away. Do you guys think I need to zoom in a little bit? Is Candace on tonight? Candace usually tells me if I need to zoom in a little bit.
They look good. We can see it. Everything's fine.
Everything's good? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you're doing some Versamark now on your snowflake?
Yeah, so I didn't like the first one, and I think they kind of agreed that I was covering up that embossing folder, which was better looking than the panel. So I cut a piece of this is accent, I think. It's really thick, down to 5 by 3 3/4, and now I'm clear stamping. I'm going to do clear heat embossing over it, if I can see. Hopefully this will work, and I will try to redeem myself. I will avenge thee. Okay, here we go.
So I did zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I did zoom in a little bit, just a tad. That's the closest I can get. Okay, I'm going to cut this now. What was the name of the embossing folder? It's Tailored Expressions. I'll find it here. Holly. Just called Holly. It's by Tailored Expressions. I don't know if that helps any. You're welcome, Delina. Oh, Star. Yep, just called Holly by Tailored Expressions. Well, Star, I guess sometimes what I'll do is I will think about something and maybe put it in my cart and then look about how much money I have to spend and say, well, that's not going to happen. What can I delete from my cart this time and maybe get it another time? Because sometimes, you know, when you have to be careful about how much you're spending, kind of have to make the tough choices. That's for sure. I know it's hard, but sometimes you have to, you know, sometimes you have to say, boy, you know, what is it that I've been wanting, you know, to have the most, and what would go the furthest in my craft room? And sometimes that takes a little bit of time to think about as well. It does get exhausting. Yeah. So we're both using Stampin' Up tonight. Nancy, are you still using Stampin' Up?
Yep. Now I've heat embossed my stamped image with clear embossing powder from Wow. And now I have taken some water, sprayed it on my desk. I'm taking these watercolor pencils in 3 different color purples. And I'm just kind of taking some of that color onto the mat, using the brush to take that color down, mixing it up. And I'm about to smash my stash.
All right, I'm about done too. I'm erasing the pencil lines that I drew around my holly leaves before I put it in my scan and cut. Just wanted to try to get as much. Scan and Cut likes to cut things out, so we would try to cut out each individual berry because it's good at scanning and cutting. That's its job. That's what I do, Kay. I'll be like, okay, well, I really would like that. Yes, I'd like that. Yes, I'd like that. Then I go, okay, wait a minute. There's no way I can get all that. Let me just pare that down a bit. Sometimes there's only 1 thing or 2 things left in the cart. Well, that's the way it is. And yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, and the Ton has some beautiful stuff. They're pricey, that's for sure. They're all pricey though. You think about it, you know. Okay, so I've got I like these dies. I like how they have like a little cap ornament die. That's the one you're missing, right, Nancy?
Yeah, I gotta find it. It's around here somewhere.
If I had known that, I had an extra set of these dies and I gave them away in a giveaway.
That's Sorry. Okay, no worries. It's around here somewhere.
I can make you some and send them to you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Like some gold and some silver.
It's a 10-year-old set, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. I need to trim my panel down before I put my ornaments on the panel.
I have now boogered up all of my color pencils, and now I have this orange blob on my desk. And this is how I'm going to incorporate the color pencils. Squeeze all this out. So now what I'm going to do, and hopefully I redeem myself here, I'm going to spray just a little bit more water in there. All right, and here we go. Gonna do some ink smooshing.
Yes, that's right, Jim. That's why we're trying to figure out new ways to use what we have, or maybe they're not new to you, but maybe it's just a way that you forgot about, you know, doing it. So Nancy's ink smooshing. Oh my gosh, Kay, that's giving me a heart attack too. It does add up so fast. Yep. Okay, so that's pretty. I'm like, this is my favorite part right here.
Yeah, Kay,
I love this.
I don't shop from Simon Says Stamp for that reason, because Simon Says Stamp is more expensive than everybody else. They don't often have any kind of deals, and their shipping is expensive. So you can find better deals at like scrapbook.com, or just shopping the companies directly. You know, like you can shop kitchen sink stamps directly, you know. So I know some things are Simon Says Stamp only, but you can go right to a lot of the vendors and get it cheaper than going through Simon Says Stamp.
Oh, Star. Well, one time I have to tell you a story. One time I was up late at night and I was buying Creative Vision foils. Creative Vision foils is no longer a business, but Nancy basically had the connection there. And we were tuned into when they had sales. So Creative Vision foils was having a sale, and it was getting pretty late, but I was out at my computer and I loaded up my cart with the colors that I wanted of foil. And then I hit, you know, pay, and then I went to bed. Well, then I woke up the next morning, went to work, and I thought to myself, oh no, I forgot to check out last night. I put all that in my cart and I didn't check out. So on my lunch break at work, I went ahead and bought the same thing that I had just purchased the night before, half asleep. It was a big error on my part, because basically I ordered the same thing twice because I completely forgot, because I was so tired, that I actually checked out and paid. So the moral of that story is sometimes staying up late and shopping can lead to late night shopping. I don't know if you've ever experienced that before. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I have now 2 of every color that I wanted, but I gave a lot of it away. I'm just trimming this down a little bit more, this holly branch. It's got a lot of white space to it. I'm not really good at fussy cutting, so I'll do my best. My hands just don't want to work. They don't want to turn the corners the right time. Yep, I saw there was a coupon. A lot of the places, you know, had sales. Some places actually started their sales early. Yep, so.
Some sales are better than other sales.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bernie, you said you bought some ink off of Catherine Puller. Were they on sale today?
No, the inks weren't on sale.
Okay, gotcha.
But they had a lot of stuff up to 75% off. I did get a couple of stamps and dies, sequins.
Okay.
Kitchen Sink Stamps has 25% off. Who else? Blue
Local
Knight rubber
King has,
stamps. Yep, Local King.
some of the places have free shipping on top of the sale.
Yep.
Which is always nice.
Crafty Critta on their storage solutions.
Well, I guess someone said that they felt that Simon Says Stamp was cheaper than Stampin' Up. I think with Stampin' Up, you're supporting a small business.
Yes.
In the truest sense, a very
Correct.
small business, because the Stampin' Up demonstrators that I know, which I know a lot of them, you know, Nancy's a Stampin' Up demonstrator. They usually spend more than they sell.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And then Sheila, who's in my stamp club, she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And she lets us know when there's sales and stuff. So that's always helpful. I know there's other people that we know of too that are involved with Stampin' Up.
Okay, I think this is a little better. You guys, are you happy with this? I heat embossed and stamped everything out in clear embossing powder then, and then I took some purple markers or purple pencils, and these are watercolor pencils, and used them for the background. And then I really wanted the Believe to pop, so I went in with a darker purple and just kind of colored that.
Oh, I got to do a sentiment yet. Hold on. That's nice, Nancy. The purple is just beautiful.
That I think that one is better than this one. I mean, this one's not bad, but it's just not my best work.
Well, I like the snowflakes. They're very pretty. Okay, I'm almost done fussy cutting this, and then I'll just do a sentiment, and then I'll be done. I ended up fussy cutting it. I should have just fussy cut it all the way through, because my scan and cut didn't do what I expected it to do. I think I put too much of a margin around it because I was so worried that it was going to cut things off. Okay, so the two ornaments are going to be hanging off of these branches. So I'm going to glue those down with some Fairly Art glue, and then I'll figure out my sentiment in a minute here. Let's get these down first, okay?
I don't think this is going to glue because of the embossed folder. We'll see.
Yeah, Melanie, it is a little bit like Stamp Wars. We don't have a sponsor. We don't have any coupons or anything. So it's a little bit like Stamp Wars, but you know, we're definitely pulling from our stash. Definitely. Oh boy.
Tracy's like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing where you have to, you know, like go in your own stash and pull stuff out and, you know, use some older stuff you haven't thought about in a while. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then I'm like purging Christmas stamps, and I'm like, I better not give all these away.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that
Cheryl,
I give these away.
Cheryl, you did really good then. If you got all that wow embossing powder, that's a good deal. I didn't know they were having a sale. I like their embossing powders.
It's good stuff for sure.
Okay, so we've got that. You kind of have to hold it down a minute because it doesn't want to stick to the opal polish, my glue.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to use foam adhesive on it.
Oh, I should have done that. That'd have been nice. Oh well, too late.
Yeah, I think that the you're right, the opal polish, because it makes it so shiny.
Yeah, kind of repels the glue. You just have to hold it down for a minute, that's all.
Oh, mine's glued. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna stay, but it did. No tape for me. So do you guys think this was a good idea of Tracy's to bring on supplies that maybe you guys don't reach for all the time right away and show you guys a different way to use them. Or should I say remind you of them? That'd be the better way to say it.
That's right. Remind us. Yes.
And please keep in mind if there's anything on here that you think, other than the Stampin' Up! Stamps, because I don't think you'll be able to find those. But if there's any of these products you think you might be interested in trying, please use Tracy's affiliate links. She does have Arteza links. I believe, do you have a Joggles link? I think she has a Joggles link.
Yes.
So a lot of the stuff that we're using, you can go and use her affiliate links to purchase them. And that again helps to support her channel and postage and giveaways and things like that. I mean, she is over 2,500 now, right?
Yeah.
Close to it.
I'm close.
So
I'm close. Yeah.
We want to keep growing her channel as well.
I'm not quite to 2,500. I have 2,460. So I am about 40 shy of the 2,500 mark, you guys. Getting so close.
Share.
I'm going to stamp a sentiment real quick.
And the goal is not to get you guys to go out and buy new stuff. The goal is to get you to use what you have or something similar. But I know the FSC, they are shopping fiends and they just like to have stuff. So if you're going to shop, please support our channels for that.
And I guess too, the goal would be if you do see something you like, you don't have to rush out and buy it right away. Put it on your wish list to think about the next time you are, if you've saved up a little bit, the next time, basically. But yeah, we're not trying to push a product or promote a product necessarily right now. We definitely are sharing with you some of the ideas that we have that, might translate to something that you can use in your card making, giving you some ideas. So I'm gonna stamp this with that Delicata ink, see how it turns out. Hopefully it'll show up. It's kind of light. Let me try again.
Is that the gold?
Yes.
Might need to re-ink it. I know with that ink pad, because it's pigment, it needs to be re-inked often.
I don't know if I got the re-inker for this.
Yes, you did.
I did?
I'm pretty sure I made you.
I don't remember, Nancy. I don't know.
Pretty sure I made you.
Okay, well, that looks nice because it's not a really bold card. This is certainly not my normal style.
That's pretty.
Okay, so I'm going to trim this real quick, okay?
You're not allowed to use the decal trimmer. Shh.
Not allowed to use the decal trimmer. Mm-mm. Just have to use my plain old-fashioned guillotine trimmer. So you have 2 cards, Nancy, right?
No, I just made one.
Okay. Trying to look at my screen and
I only smashed my stash once. I really got thrown off by the color pencils. I think those were the ones that because the stamps that I picked, none of these are like coloring stamps. So I kind of had to look at the color pencils in a different way.
Yeah.
And I did try to color the stamp and try to stamp with them, but none of these are coloring stamps. Now, if I had picked a different stamp set, I think I would have been okay. But because these are the ones that I picked, I did kind of sabotage myself. I'm
gonna grab a piece of foam.
The opal polishes and the embossing folders, that was like a match made in heaven. So I think just if I were to change it, I probably would not have brought in color pencils on this particular one.
Right.
But that's the fun of it, is not knowing what was going to be picked out of the little jar.
Yeah, the colored pencils totally tanked, but what are you going to do? I mean, it's a mystery. You just have to do what the selection tells you to do. That's really your only choice.
Right.
Let me get the tape off of this and put it onto my card here.
I'll share this with you guys who insist on shopping
Sure.
at Simon Says Stamp. They sent me this in the mail, probably because I don't shop there enough. $5 off. The code is FRSTY 44. Frosty 44. But I don't think $5 is enough of a discount to make me shop there.
I don't even think that covers shipping. So
it doesn't, right? So just not a company that I really spend. I once a year when they do Stamptember, and that's when I really see something. I only bought 2 things this year, and that was the kitchen sink stamps, so I could give them away to all my friends, and the Tim Holtz stamp. I didn't buy anything else from this company. I don't think for the whole year, honestly. I would rather shop scrapbook.com or Blick or Joggles or directly through the stamp companies and support them.
Okay. Some people got a better coupon, but
oh, good.
I only saw a $5 one. So I'm finished. I certainly love the embossing folder with the gold. Well, it's actually pink flamingo opal polish straight to the black paper. And then when it came out of the embossing folder, I used the red gilding polish from Cosmic Shimmer.
That is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. And then for my stamps, I used this old set, which is from Stampin' Up, that a friend of mine gave me. And I put the red polish on the sponge and I just sponged the stamp. So it's a little distressed looking, a little bit faint. But actually it allows that embossing folder background to really pop, I think. And then for my colored pencils, I colored in the holly branches. And then I used Delicata gold ink, thinking of you at Christmas for my sentiment. Nancy, you explained yours, or did you get a chance to explain what you did?
Yeah, I did the opal polish, the Mediterranean on the background paper. Then I ran it through the Crafter's Companion, snowflake, 3D snowflake, embossing folder. Then I did the opal polish on top. So yeah, I know most of it's covered up, but oh well. And then for the panel itself, stamp the snowflakes clear heat embossed, and then use the watercolor pencils to make this smush background. And then I added a couple little gems to the centers of my snowflakes. So definitely better than the first one I made. I think the second time around, I just kind of was like, okay, what else can I do with these color pencils? And I do think that it worked out for the better. And I think, pulling out the opal polishes and reminding myself how much fun they are was my lesson learned out of this video. So thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. And I see Suzette just came on. Hi, Suzette. You'll have to watch the replay. And if those of you that weren't here at the beginning, please go ahead and check out the replay. We will be having a giveaway. So what you need to do to be qualified for the giveaway is to wait until the video uploads to my YouTube channel, which will take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then please leave a comment as far as what you thought of our first Smash Your Stash, and maybe some ideas of what we can smash next time, because I could put more ideas into the mix moving forward. That would definitely help us to get ideas generated. So please do that. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to look at my description box where I have the links to Chow, Stacy, and T's YouTube channel. They're all very close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. So we want to support them, help them get to 1,000, share their information with all your crafty friends so that more people will. Chow said somebody gave a thumbs down. Oh, well, to each their own. I don't stress over that. Also, I'm looking at the calendar, and December, the last Friday in December is New Year's Eve, which is fine with me, with me because I'll be here. So in case anybody is wondering, we'll definitely.
What else do we have going on in December?
We have Stamp Wars in December.
No, it's not Stamp Wars. Stamp Wars.
Oh, that's right.
It's not Stamp Wars. Stamp Wars. It's on December 18th. My channel, 8 p.m. Eastern. Very special. A very special invitation from someone to promote their products. You might find out before Stamp Wars, what it is. So please, if you do hear about it ahead of time, because I think that company is going to be promoting it. We kind of wanted to keep it a surprise on our channel, but you may find out earlier in the day who it is. Just try not to ruin the surprise, because these guys don't know who it is. So we'll see you guys. It's not Stamp Wars, December 18th.
Now I'm intrigued for sure. That's like giving up some hints to be on the lookout.
Hey, you might need to go in and check your settings. You may have shut the settings off. You might need to unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then check your settings for email notifications. Yep. Yeah, it's not Stamp Wars.
Oh, I'm probably gonna not say that right, but I'll try my best. Okay, so tomorrow night we'll be on Nancy's channel.
Yep, we'll be on my channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to do our Stamp Wars follow-ups, and we will have a couple of giveaways tomorrow night live on Nancy Stamps.
All right, thanks everyone. I'm so glad that you could be here. It's been great spending time with you all. Have a nice evening.
Bye, Nancy. Guys. See you tomorrow night.
Thanks for joining. Bye.